the next day. Y'all went to the studio with me. It was a random Saturday. Now today is Sunday, and I'm getting ready to head up to the studio. But I just finished my meditation because I've been feeling like overwhelmed, and this is the part that I wanted to show y'all and share with y'all. So I'm just about to like get my face together. So I'm using this stuff right here for acne prone because the acne is eating at my face. That's crazy that I'm almost 50 years old and I still have acne. It could be from menopause, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I just finished my little meditation which I meditate pretty much every morning anyway, but the topic varies. So today the topic was more like about, just laying down my anxiety and my stress, and just knowing that, okay, even when I can't see the outcome of things, right, God has already gone before me and knows the outcome, right? But, I can't see it. So just looking at, the definition of peace, right? And being able to lay it down. And it's not laying it down in like defeat, but laying it down and surrendering, just to say, you know what, I trusted, my path is already laid out for me, everything's already worked out for me. How I get there is not my concern. It's not my job to even like determine that. It's just my job to like keep going, to keep building, to keep doing the work, laying the foundation, and then everything will align as and when it needs to. So yeah, and I blame myself for always starting too much stuff. I am the type of person, I'm a visionary, I'm a creative. I always have another thought. Before the last thought dries, I got another thought. And so running a business and doing that is challenging. I definitely need a team of people who can like execute stuff, because I am thinking of things, but I'm not necessarily the one to take it to the finish line, right? So not having that team means that I have to take it to the finish line, which is fine if it's going to come to the finish line kind of smoothly. Now when you have a whole bunch of hiccups is when the problem happens. So then I end up on the phone, on phone calls all day, or in meetings all day, trying to figure stuff out that should be just, common sense. Like, what's the problem? So I don't know. It's kind of like, it's like, it is what it is. Yeah, just try not to be too overwhelmed with it. So really, I guess the point of it all is to say, trusting, calming down, understanding that the path is laid out, even if I can't see it, knowing how to surrender, knowing how to take time for peace, knowing how to take time to rest, right? All of these things are super important, but this is the behind the scenes that I wanted to show y'all. This is the behind the scenes that I wanted to show you, and what it looks like and what it feels like. And so, okay, what is it that's frustrating me? Well, somebody invited us to an event. They invited my business to participate in this event, and she changed the date at the last minute. And I'm the type where I really want my business to, come through. Like, yeah, we can come through, we can pull up, we can, represent, we can either donate in kind or, give me a couple dollars so I can pay my instructor, whatever. But she kind of switched the date. And so the date that my instructor was available is not the date that she came back with. So she did say there was like a change to the itinerary or something. But so this new day, I kind of was like, well, let me see if I can find somebody. If not, let's see what we can figure out for you. And I really want to help her out. But honestly, if nobody is available, I can't I can't be the one to go and lead this class. It's for like 60, 70 people. It's in Atlanta, which means it's gonna be like an hour drive. It's on, I think it's tomorrow. I can't just shut my studio down tomorrow for 3 hours, because it's an hour drive, an hour to do the class, and an hour to drive back. And that's if the traffic is good, right? And all of this, like, who's gonna run the studio? Like, I can't do it. My instructors are busy. They have other stuff. Is that hair, or is it, I don't know if that's hair or if it's dry skin. Yeah, like, I don't think anybody can do it. So now I feel bad, but I'm asking my newest instructor, and she's basically the last hope. If she can't do it, I can't shut my studio down for 3 hours in a day's notice. And then she did change the date. That's not the date that I said we were available. So at the end of the day, you know, that's not really on me that you changed the date, but that's there. And then the socks have just been a headache. I'm just putting the socks on the back burner. I'm not going to think about the socks anymore. So I'm working on my own custom socks. Pretty much I have them designed, just can't find anybody to manufacture them. I thought about just going and learning how to knit and doing it myself. That's where I'm at. Just go learn how to create socks, buy the machine, make the socks. You know what I mean? Like, just do it yourself. That's the type of person I am. If I can't find something and I can't find a supplier or something, like, I will go buy a machine and learn how to make socks myself. So I'm going to move forward with the core bloom box, which I'll show y'all soon. Now, socks were supposed to be in the bloom box, but since we don't have our socks, we're just going to put some other stuff in the bloom box, and that's fine. There'll be like a wellness edition, and then there'll be like a, you know, workout edition or something. But I'm gonna, oh my gosh, it's just so frustrating. You know, so I'm working on these bloom boxes. I got events, as a matter of fact, I got a huge event next weekend that, you know, there's a birthday party. So preparing for that. There's an offsite event. My socks ain't socking. These bloom boxes, and then I was supposed to be doing a I need to shoot a promo video for the Freedom Docket journal, which I am waiting on one more thing, and then I'm going to shoot that. And then I wanted to do a that deodorant just clumped up. I just put it on. See, when deodorant does that, it's gonna be a no for me. And that was this Secret Clinical Stress Response. I just put this on a couple minutes ago, and it's clumping. I don't like that. I'll look and see. So I've been doing Outlast Sweating Older by Secret, and this one doesn't do it. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Because I don't want, you know, deodorant clumps everywhere all day. But anyway, yeah, so there's parties, there's offsite events, trying to get my socks done. Journals need to be shot. Supposed to be having a book signing event with my client. So, and you know, my birthday is next month. So I really feel like I just need to rest. Like, I really feel like I just need to rest. So that's really what I'm looking forward to. Is just taking some time out to rest. It's been a year and a half. I've been going strong. Building, expanding, all the things. And I feel like now it's simply time to rest. This is why I don't really like get my hair done, because if I'm not sweating it out in the studio, I'm sweating it out when I sleep. So I've been kind of easing up on getting my hair done. I got this scalp, what says? It says apply it at nighttime. Maybe I will. I'll follow the instructions and do it at night. And you know, the body repairs itself at night. So, but it's for like I've always had like these bald spots. I don't know if it's alopecia or whatever, but I've had it since I was a little girl. And I'm trying to use different things to try to see if we can do something about it before I go to Turkey and get a full hair transplant. I don't have that scheduled yet. I'm just saying that that's something I'm considering, just because I'm tired of dealing with it. It's been, I think I probably noticed it when I was like 8, so pretty almost 40 years, 38 years something. So, but yeah, this is just like, y'all, woo, when you are building your machine and you're by yourself, you just got to be able to, don't feel like you're gonna miss out on something if you don't keep moving and moving and moving. Just rest. When your brain starts going a little haywire, just say, okay, you know what, I'm gonna rest. Like, I don't want to force things. If it's not coming together smoothly, then maybe that's a sign. Let me just chill out and let me just rest. You know, let me just go back to my prayer closet. Let me meditate. Let me rework this vision. And it's okay. And it's like, for me, I really want to get, you know, the next thing launched and the next thing launched and the next thing launched. But also, like, if you have all this stuff launched, girl, you also need people to manage this stuff. You know, you get this balloon box out. Let's say the orders start pouring in like crazy. Now you need to hire, because who's gonna sit and fill the orders and go and ship it and stuff, you know? So you just don't know why sometimes there could be a little pause on your plans. So I need to really put I'm gonna put a little scarf around my head to hold it down. So yeah, this will hold it down for a little bit. I'll take it off before class starts. I only have 2 classes today. One's at 12, one's at 4. It's a level 2 at 12 and the level 1's at 4. There were more classes, but I canceled them because, like, if the day before there's like, say, 2 level 1s on the schedule, and one of them has 3 people in it, the other one has 0 people in it, then I'm gonna cancel the one with 0 people in it and try to fill up the one that already has 3, right? So I don't end up having a situation where maybe 3 people join the other class that's empty, and so now you got to do 2 classes of 3 when you could have did 1 class of 6. So I started pulling the classes down if there's 1 class and it's like the night before and there's 1 class that hasn't gotten any registrants, then it's coming down more than likely. And we'll just force everybody into that other class. But girl, it's just, you know, you go back into, I know I'm jumping all over the place, I'm just kind of rambling, but this is just me kind of talking through this myself. You know, you go back through the imposter syndrome, and you may come out of that and be feeling confident in everything, and the next thing you know, you're right back in that feeling of, what am I doing? And honestly, like, every time you launch something new, you could go right back into that imposter syndrome feeling, because you are, you know, in a new lane again. You're stepping back into something new again. I'm just gonna grab my clothes out of the dryer, just put them in here, because I don't iron my Pilates clothes. I'd be like, what's the point? What, it's all, you know, stretchy, so once you put it on, you'll stretch out the wrinkles. But yeah, you can go right back into like imposter syndrome, and you may feel like you overcame that and you're in your lane now, and you're confident and you're comfortable, and as soon as you start a new project, you can be right back in that space, because now you're opening up a new lane again, right? And so now I need to run my studio, show up for my clients, right? But I'm putting myself back in a headspace of doubt, of uncertainty, of worry. So it's like, you either got to manage this and keep the energy right, keep everything in check, or you're gonna have to set it aside until you're in a space where, and what I've learned is, like, just to give myself more time. I know I want it done, but I know when I have a vision, I just am so excited about seeing it come to life. But I'm just gonna have to give myself more time, so that way I can get through the hiccups, which we know there will be some. So I give myself grace, so when I can't find a supplier or whatever, it's like, okay, cool, I expected this. And it's not that I was hoping for a summer drop, you know, because shoot, summer is in what, another week or so? And I wanted to drop the socks on for the summer. So I don't know if I should put a shirt over this. It's a clear shirt. Or just leave it off. I don't think it matters. I love black, if you can't tell. Let's see what it looks like. But yeah, so y'all will go with me as we figure out supplier issues, MOQ issues. Some of the people, their MOQs are way too high for me. I'm a small studio. I can't buy 3,000 pairs of socks. I don't want 1,500 pairs of socks. That's too many socks for me. So I'm gonna put that on pause and see if the lady with the smaller MOQ calls me back or emails me back, and then we can start talking again. If not, I'm not about to be like, well, let me just go buy the larger order. Like, that's not smart. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. So this is what I'm wearing. Can y'all see this? I think you can. So yeah, just some my everyday outfit, some leggings, a shirt, a sports bra. That's all she gives. But okay, let me go ahead and brush my teeth so we can get out of here. Right, this says expanding floss. I'm trying to think what that means. Because it looks pretty thin. So is it supposed to like expand once you put it in between your teeth to get everything out? If so, I don't see it doing that. Oh wait, it is doing something. This is weird though. You see that? I do see it's expanding. I don't know if I like this. So do I use it once it expands? How do you get it to expand before? I don't know. I have to read it later. I cannot find my freaking Invisalign what's it called? Retainer. Last time I saw it, I was at Ruby Tuesday. And I took it out of my mouth and I thought I put it either in my purse or in my backpack. I have a very good habit of making sure I put it somewhere so that it doesn't get thrown away when the plates are clean from the table, because that's happened to me before. So I usually make sure that I never put my Invisalign down on the table. But every day another fucking pimple want to try to invade my life. But I don't see it in the backpack. I'm gonna give that backpack and the purse one more good look tonight. If it's not there, it's gone, because I just don't know where else it could be. So I really want to go somewhere for my birthday. Why is that humming? What's humming over here? Oh, that's the toothbrush thingy. It's cleaning the toothbrush. I really want to go somewhere for my birthday, but what I don't want to do is spend $5,000 to go somewhere for my birthday. When you think about, I am furnishing an apartment because I gave all of my things away or sold them when I sold my house. I bought barely anything with me, so I have to buy all new furniture. So furnishing my house, trying to save and get my socks launched, which if I have to go with an overseas supplier and maybe it's from Turkey, maybe the tariffs are big, like I need to have thousands of dollars in case I have to just go with one of those suppliers with the larger MOQs or something one day. I don't know, but you know, like for a business period, you just need wiggle room. You need, you know, capital on hand. You can't go spending all this money. You know, I'm trying to launch the Bloom box. I'm trying to launch so many things, and those things cost money. So I don't even feel like spending money on my birthday to go just enjoy myself, I would rather go buy myself a new couch, or I would rather put it towards marketing for XYZ, you know? And so that's another dilemma where I'm at, you know? The rest and the relaxation that I need, I'm denying myself because I'm trying to be responsible. And I'm trying to redirect my dollars towards building my engine, you know, or building my home. Also, right? Building my new home and getting it all nice and comfortable. But at the expense of not being able to take myself on a little trip right now. So, all right, I'm trying to pack up my computer. So let me pack this stuff up and then I'll talk to y'all in a minute. All right. We are in the car. So we're going to get on up here. It's hot. I don't do makeup, obviously. I used to be a won't leave the house without makeup. But I need to kind of put my ritual together because I also have a tea that I think helps with night sweats. I think I got the magnesium pills or gummies to take at night. I'm supposed to make my little tart cherry drink at night so I can sleep better. Because I go through these bouts of insomnia. I slept okay last night. But yeah, like a week or two ago, I was having like insomnia, like up 2, 3, 4 in the morning. When I got a class that starts at 7, it was bad. So yeah, we'll get that done. But you know, y'all, working at the studio, running the studio, and then, you know, trying to come home and put your rituals together and all of that. Sometimes that stuff goes on the back burner because instead I'll come home and maybe answer some emails, some collaborative, you know, partnerships I'll consider. Don't forget about social media, which is a struggle to keep posting on there. You got to film the content, you got to post the content, you got to, you know, create the content and figure out what you're going to talk about or what you're, you know what I mean? Like, it's a whole fucking business, girl. So what I cannot and will not do is be frustrated with myself because I don't have the engine that a multi-million-dollar company has to do their marketing, to do their, you know what I'm saying, manage their social media, to manage their this, their that, their that, their that. You are one fucking person, girl. Calm down. And you are doing a lot as one fucking person. So that's just the conversation that I have to have with myself sometimes. Because I promise you, I'm looking at myself, comparing myself to ALO and Lululemon for as far as, you know, getting my socks and my athleisure wear line and stuff. Like, girl, you can't do all of that just yet. I know you got big dreams and that's just how you move, but don't stress yourself out trying to do it. Just don't. It's not worth it. So do I want a coffee? What time is this? 10:30. Class starts at 12. Their coffee in here is not great. I would rather have a maybe I'll go to Panera Bread and get a coffee. Cause they're the gas station coffee, you know, the quick trip coffee. I mean, I have done it. Don't get me wrong. Like, I have done it. And I will do it sometimes. But I got a coffee maker at the studio. If you're going to do gas station coffee, you might as well just go make it at the studio. All right, let me run in this store real quick. I'll be right back. But yeah, I don't even know if I did a proper introduction to this channel and what it's about. But basically, I left my full-time cozy job, secure job, to step out on faith and start my own business. And here I am, taking y'all through the journey of what that looks like to start this machine. I'm a year and a half in, almost a year and a half. So I started my business a year and 6 months ago, or 5 months ago, and it's doing well. It is a Pilates, yoga, meditation, wellness center in Georgia. I am the first Pilates wellness center in my city. There is another big name studio, Pilates studio, coming to the city after me being here for a year and a half, holding it down. There is a big box chain coming to the city, which it is what it is. I don't feel threatened or anything because we're not competitors. I'm a boutique, luxe, meditation, journaling, just whole different vibe. So I'm not at all like intimidated by them. Let me get the coffee, I guess. Hi, can I get a... I don't really have a lot. When it comes to coffee. Is the Madagascar vanilla latte the only latte you have?
No, man, we have our cranberry latte, our caramel latte.
Okay.
Latte.
Can I do a caramel latte then, please?
You want a hot or ice?
Hot, please.
You want a regular or large?
Let's do a large.
Alright. You got sugar for today?
That's all.
5975.
77.
Alright, I got you next on 582.
Thank you. I don't know where to oh, is this cup holder adjustable? If so, y'all could sit here when I'm driving, because I'm not gonna maybe that was a different car. What freaking car was I in where the cup holder was adjustable? I don't know. It's not this one, apparently.
Hi, good morning.
Hi.
It's gonna be 582.
Thank you.
We're just making that. It'll be right now.
Okay. So yeah, y'all, this channel is just, it went left. It went towards politics and all that stuff when Donald Trump got back into office. I was a political major in college, so I started down that rabbit hole, and then I decided I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to focus on a place where people can go to release and heal, instead of a place where you go to get more riled up over whatever's happening in the world, right? So I figured we need more spaces where you can basically get away from the shit, as opposed to like just drawing you in to it more and more. Like, our nervous systems need a little bit of a break. So I'm relaunching the channel. So this is what my hair looks like when you lay it down a little bit, So I'm relaunching the channel and doing it in a way. Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
Where is she from? Like, did I hear her wrong? It sounded like she said, no problem, have a great day. Did y'all hear that? It was like, no problem. It sounded like she was from somewhere, but I couldn't like pick it up. From a different country. Her accent. But yeah, so I'm relaunching the channel just to have a space to talk about positive things. And so the positive journey that I went on, I said my blessings don't have anything to do with the current state of the economy, or with who's in office, or who's in administration, and who's this and who's that. Like, my blessings are not tied to that. They are tied to me, and when it's time for them to come, baby, they're coming. So I went ahead and started my business in the climate that the country is in. And, you know, I did make myself a contingency plan saying that, you know, maybe you have to make things more affordable, or because everything can be so crazy, maybe that's an opportunity to invite people to come and meditate, or, you know, like I said, reset their nervous systems or whatever. So I didn't let what was going on in the country stop me from starting my business. So now here I am. Like I said, I'm roughly a year and a half in. And so now I'm just showing y'all the ins and outs of running this business. This is my first business. I have never had a business before, at least not like a physical location, maybe like a consulting or something like that. But I've never had like a physical location with rent, with lights, with gas, with all the bills, internet, phone, with contractors, with clients walking through the door, random people walking through the door, like with all of that. Like, so yeah, that's where we are. Left my job to do this. Do I regret it? Absolutely not. The freedom comes with a price, and that's what I'm learning. And, you know, that's what I'm navigating. But, all right, I'm gonna go in and chill, have my coffee, and just relax for a minute. And then, like I said, the first class is at 12. I'll probably film that class because that's the StrongHER class. You'll notice that you'll probably see some of the same faces in the class. One, because it's kind of my hero classes that all the same people come to, and they're a good group to film. And I know that they're okay with me filming, versus if I try to film classes where it's a lot of newer people, then I gotta ask if they're like okay with it. And some of them may not be. And so then it's harder to, you know, edit. You gotta take certain people out of the shots. So I'll probably do more filming in my hero classes where I already know everybody is fine with me filming them. But we are coming in again. We're gonna do all the things that we did yesterday. So I just come in, I get the studio open, turn the lights on. Ooh, excuse me. I know that I'll let y'all see this way. So I'm gonna turn on coffee bar. I know one of the clients booked the sauna. She actually has the heat ritual, which allows her to use the sauna unlimited. So I know I gotta turn that on. I don't have anybody scheduled for the oxygen bar, but that's still always on. I did clean the benches and vacuumed yesterday. So I've been trying to be better at cleaning the studio at night. So when I come in the morning, I don't have to clean it. I need to replace the batteries in these candles, but I'm kind of gonna run them until they won't shine anymore. And then I'll replace them and they'll be super bright and pretty. But there's nothing you could do with half-charged batteries, so I figured just let it run. There is a party, like I said, next weekend. So I'm just putting the TV on the studio's ads that run. It's just like welcome messages, QR codes to download our app and stuff. I gotta log in over here, get that done. We're gonna open the register over here. Y'all don't need to see that. And then I just go to the sales screen. And like I said, I do clock in only because I like to see how many hours I'm spending at the studio. So at the end of the day, if I punch out and it says, 14 hours and 39 minutes, it's like, wow. So even though, that 9 to 5, you probably was complaining about your overtime, but you do overtime in your business too. Now, the only great thing is that I'm not working fully during those 14 hours, right? I may have 2 classes. So the rest of the time I am doing other work, but I'm not physically having to work. Okay, this camera is getting ready to die. I'm gonna go out here and fix these plants because they keep falling over. So I need to get something a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna go get 2 big plants and put them on the side of this guy because that's not working. It's set up right here, but I'll wait until. And then he's got like babies growing, so I feel like, I don't know, this isn't like a proper setup. This is literally just me putting something together. And what is this? What is that? What the hell? Is that a bug or is that a part of the plant? Is that a bug that's taking up his home in there? I don't know, child. These guys will definitely stay. Low maintenance, cool. That is gonna change, I can assure you. All right, so the studio is open. I do need to go back here and turn on the other candles. Oh, we also need to turn on the music. So that's another thing we do. So we plug in the charger. And I just use this phone to play music on. I'm not show y'all that. Even though it's not the phone, right? But weirdos, you never know what they can find. What do I want to play today? Today is Sunday. You got classic 2000 R&B. I don't really want to do like trap music. Plus it is Sunday. I don't think you should be doing trap music on Sunday. But I do want to do my theme days. The system does support themed days now. So that's something that I am looking into. But yeah, this is my studio, oxygen bar, sauna, bar where people can purchase tea shots. There's a table back there where they can make themselves a drink, meditation chairs, and yeah, back here is like I said, tea bar, my little office area. LA the elevated, never deflated. Even though they try, they can't knock me down. All right, and then this is the bathroom. So yeah, everything is, copacetic. Mindset is everything. Remember that. So you see how he's just a little tiny cat, but when he looks in the reflection, he sees a big old tiger. And then your little meditation there. Yeah, this is the restroom. I don't have a locker room, but the bathroom is big enough where people can change if they want to change. It's a table. for people to come back here and make their drinks. People also use this table when they have an event. So yeah, we're gonna bring y'all with me for this event next week. I've seen a little bit of the setup, and it looks really pretty. The colors are black and pink, so I need to be thinking about what I'm gonna wear, right? And I could just do black because I usually wear black anyway, so I'll blend in with black. I think I do have something in pink, but I do like kind of want to, I try to match their aesthetics a little bit. The best, safest way is always gonna be black or white, but you know, that way if they're doing pictures and stuff and they're getting me while I'm teaching, I don't have on yellow and they're all in pink and black, you know. Which I probably wouldn't wear yellow anyway to work, but you know, depending on the day, the time, the occasion, you never know. All right, yeah, y'all. So I've been trying these little Gym Biotica or something. So I've been trying these guys. Gym Bioticas. So this one is a vitamin C. So it's immune and collagen support. This one is gut and skin support. So I took a shot yesterday. It was the sea moss one. It wasn't terrible, honestly. It wasn't terrible. Okay. I have an hour and 6 minutes. So let me chill for a minute, drink my coffee, and then I'll come back to y'all when the class starts. All right, my Pilates instructor just saved the day, so I will not have to go and do this offsite event because, you know, for me, it's 11:30. My class starts at 12, so I'm just trying to get this done real quick. For me to have to leave the studio for, like I said, that long period of time, it's not worth it. My hands are dry. It's not worth it to be away from my studio for 3 to 4 hours when I don't have that plan. Right? If I had that planned and accounted for and the schedules were closed, then okay. But I didn't have that planned for tomorrow. So to cancel my classes last minute is not a good look for the studio. I do have to cancel classes sometimes for whatever reason, whether meetings, appointments, you know, just tired and need to reset. But I don't like to do that often. So the Pilates instructor, who I think also teaches yoga, is going to do the event, the offsite event. So perfect. I can stay here, hold it down at the studio. She'll go out and do that event. Now, I do not have my banner. I don't have flyers. I don't have anything prepared because this will be the first offsite event. All of the other events have taken place at the studio. The one event that I was planning to do offsite fell through, so I didn't finish getting, you know, all the banners and the things set up for the offsite event. So that's something that I'll circle back around to and get that done. But for now, I'm gonna get this confirmed for tomorrow. So she says she's gonna teach Pilates and add in some yoga fusion, but mainly Pilates. Okay. So no one was in her class yesterday. She said someone just signed up. I'm gonna tell her I'll do the class. If anybody signs up tomorrow for her 12 p.m. class at the studio, I'll do that class and let her go off site and do the other event. So I will lead the class at the studio while you're at the off-site event. Okay. So we'll do it like that. So now I need to, she sent me a collab link to collaborate on the post. So let me see, I'm gonna find that. And then, see this, I don't like doing social media. Like, was it on Instagram or Facebook? Come on, code. All right, I got 25 minutes until class starts. So I'm going to quickly collaborate. Now my phone is stuck. I'm gonna collaborate with her to get this post done so it can go out, and then yeah, I'll show y'all what it looks like, and we'll be done. All right, I'll be back. All right, y'all, I'm trying to get better at closing the day out so that these vlogs are not just jumping from day to day. So today is the same day that this video follows, whatever y'all just seen at the studio when I took y'all with me. So that's today. I just came home, took my shower. Why is this burning? It's that same pan oxo stuff, but it feels like it's burning. I don't know why it's burning. But it was a great day. So now, yeah, I'm just getting ready for my nightly wind down. When I come home, I like to, my favorite place is the bathroom. You'll notice that a lot of the filming will be in there because I just spend a lot of time in the bathroom. I can sit on the toilet and not be using it, but just sit there and think, check emails, like all that kinds of stuff. This is a dark spot corrector. I don't remember where I got it. Probably Amazon. No, not Amazon. CVS. But I'm using it to try and clear up these black spots, dark spots. One of my clients was showing me like her results from a pill that she was taking, I think, and it cleared up her dark spots. So I'm gonna remind her to send it to me and I'll share it with y'all. Cause man, this face stuff is so annoying. I was like, when I was younger, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna deal with it because I'm gonna grow out of acne and it'll be good. So to be this old and still have to deal with acne is just, it's so discouraging because I might have to deal with it forever. I'm gonna use this antioxidant moisturizer. This is by a Mary Kay line, and one of the ladies who does my hair sometimes, she's she sells Mary Kay, and she gave me like a whole free kit with like the face wash, the toner, everything, and it was pretty good. It was this Time Wise line. It was pretty good. I still have some of the products left. Some of it I used. Like the toner, I think, is all gone. I got some of the eye cream left. This moisturizer. But it wasn't bad. So that should be good. I have some like spray stuff that I spray on my face because it gets oily and then I'm sweating because of the menopause. So I can just like spray it, calm everything down every now and then. So I'll probably spray it a couple times tonight. I need to take my pills, my vitamins and stuff, because I haven't really taken anything today because I haven't eaten today. It is 6:18 p.m. That's my precious Baya, and I have not eaten yet. That's what it's like. And I didn't want to buy any fast food. I didn't want to, you know, eat anything unhealthy. So I just said, you know what, I'm gonna wait till I get home. And so now I'm going to make myself something to eat, and then yeah, I think I'm gonna just do some work. I need to post on social media. I started editing some videos using CapCut while I was at the studio in between classes, so I'm gonna go back to working on those, get 1 or 2 of them completed so I can post them. I need to like get a couple things done. Like I need to order the easel, retractable easel thingy for offsite events, so I have that. And yeah, just order some promo and marketing stuff, post to the social media account, and just wind down. But thank y'all for coming with me to the studio, seeing a day in the life. Y'all got a little glimpse. It's hard for me to pick up the camera. Sometimes I'm just in the moment and I'm working and I don't think to like really pick up the camera, but I am going to get better at just like having it charged and ready to go. I'm going to check out some of these different like tripods to see if I can set the camera on there, because that'll be really convenient. If it's just already on a tripod, the lighting is good and I can turn it on. But right now I know my lighting sucks, everything sucks. But y'all here, y'all are seeing behind the scenes how it really goes, and that is what this channel is all about, showing y'all how to build a business from the ground up, what it looks like behind the scenes when you're grinding. I'm gonna go back and look at my options for my birthday, which is next month in July, and I really want to do something, but I'm torn between spending the money for a vacation, and I want to do like a wellness retreat. So I want to do Reiki and maybe some aerial yoga, and I want to do sound baths, all the things that I provide plus more. I want to go and enjoy those experiences. I want to like cleanse my energy and just kind of start fresh, because I believe that your birthday is like your new year. That's when your year starts over. Is it raining? I think that's rain. I'm about to open the window and I'm gonna sleep good tonight. But yeah, I'm torn between spending this large amount of money for this 2 or 3 days versus taking that money and investing it, you know, into the business or into my home. So I'm trying to find a happy medium. I'm trying to find a happy balance where I can still enjoy my birthday but not spend a ton of money, because, you know, when you start your business, you have to have your own safety net. You don't have a 401k. You don't have, you know, vacation time, PTO. When you close, like if I close, I'm just not getting paid. Like there's just no revenue coming into the studio. So I have to have money saved up for those times where I need to close, or, you know, there's weather issues or anything could happen. You know, you just have to have money stacked up. So now not only do I need to have that 6 months of money for the home, now I need to have 6 months of security net for the business to be able to pay the rent there, the lights, the gas, the internet, you know, the pest control service, like everything, all of the subscriptions that I have for my platforms, for my app, for my website, like all of that stuff is monthly expenses that I need to have in case, you know, business goes belly up for a little bit. And I'm trying to learn the trends in the business because last year was my first year, so I really don't have a lot of information as far as, you know, to gauge kind of the trends, because nobody knew about me. So if it was slow, it was just because nobody knew I was there. So now, being that I'm, you know, going towards my second year, I'm looking at the trends of like, when does things slow down, you know? So those are the moments when you have to have money available, whether it's like during summer break because everybody is going on vacation, or maybe kids are out of school, so parents are more focused on summer camp and things like that. I'm having a hot flash. So those are times where I have to be able to sustain the revenue when there's, you know, just a slowdown. It picks back up, it's going to turn back around, but it's like, what can you do to offset those moments? So right now it's like heavy party season because you got graduations, you got, you know, a lot of weddings, bridal showers, birthdays. Everybody is looking for an experience, so trying to promote that on social media so I can get more party bookings, because those are, you know, a larger chunk of revenue, so that can kind of compensate and offset for any downturn or, you know, slow down in the scheduling, the normal day-to-day scheduling for classes like Pilates and yoga classes and stuff. So the business is still doing really well. I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful just to be at this point and to be still chucking along. Like, I am super duper grateful. Like, I am doing this thing and I'm so happy. I don't really take a lot of time out to stop and acknowledge how far I've come and to recognize that I'm actually doing this, but I am trying to be more mindful and just like pause and just recognize, like, girl, you're doing this. Like, it's not that you're gonna do it or it's a dream. Like, you're in it, you're in the thick of it, and you're growing every single day, every single week, every single month. So I just got to continue to make smart decisions and make sure that you know, everything that I do aligns with where my business is going and what's most important in this moment. So I'm going to stop rambling. I am going to go ahead and cook myself something to eat because I haven't eaten anything yet, so I can take my vitamins. And I think I'm going to take y'all to the studio with me. If not, we'll just come back with another video. I don't know, but I gotta see like how much footage I have so far because I don't want to make these super long. So I'll see how much footage I have, and I'll probably come back if for nothing else, at least to say goodbye. Oh, there's one other thing I want to tell y'all, which is super funny. So there's a party going on next week, right? And with the party, it's a surprise party. So I would like to have it's a client, and I think it's her mom who's putting this all together. So I want to have like pictures of her. There's a TV screen in the studio, so I want to have pictures of her or videos of her playing on the screen, and it'll be videos of her like working out. So because she's grown so much, she's only been there for a few months, maybe 2 months, I think. And she's really grown, you know, some of the things that she's tried in the beginning, maybe she wasn't so great at it. Now she's getting really good at it. So I want to have those pictures or those videos scrolling on the TV screen when she comes up. So I'm trying to get enough clips where I can make this like nice little collage and put it on the screen. So she was in class today, and it's so funny because I got my phone like this, right? Trying to like get video of her while she's working out so I can have more footage to put on the screen. I don't know if she noticed it or not. I tried to, you know, look like I was just filming the whole class because they know that sometimes I'm walking around and I'm filming. So I tried to like look like I was getting everybody, but I was mainly focusing the camera on her, so it was so funny. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna take y'all to that party
because I think it's gonna be really nice. So, all right, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna go to bed, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.